Hi there. Stringent. The definition of stringent is of regulations, requirements, or conditions, strict, precise, and exacting. Stringent is an adjective. Some examples of this would be in a workplace. In a workplace, you've got to be stringent with your rules. If you're the owner of the workplace, if you're the boss, if you are the CEO of the company or the business, and you are the employer of the workplace, you must be stringent with the business's rules to keep everybody in place and to allow for as little error as possible. To allow for zero error, you must be stringent. In a school, you must be stringent. If you're the head teacher or the teacher of a classroom and you're teaching your students, you cannot pretend to be friends with your students because that does not set the right dynamic in the classroom, the right dynamic. So you must be stringent. I wonder if you can hear that playing. You must be stringent with the dynamic of teacher and student in the classroom to allow for effective and proper learning, a proper learning environment for the students to be able to learn the information you're trying to teach them. The book definition of stringent is of a rule, strict, precise. That's the book definition of stringent. So yeah, another example of being stringent is within a game. If you're playing a game with people, you must have, precise rules. For example, chess or basketball or football. In those games, or boxing. In those games, you must be stringent with the rules. You must play a stringent game. Otherwise, if you're playing basketball and somebody brings a shotgun into the arena, it's not an arena, but more of I guess it could be considered an arena, but onto the pitch, onto the, I don't know, what do you call it? A court, basketball court. If somebody brings a shotgun onto the court and starts shooting everybody and then scores the game, that's not stringent. That's not even a fun game. That ruins the game. If somebody brings a football onto a basketball game and starts trying to kick it at people's faces, that's not a good game. Maybe you can implement some rule to basketball just for the fun of it, to play, maybe try and play football while playing basketball at the same time or something, but that's still stringent. In that case, you're still being stringent to allow for fun, because without rules in a game, it's not fun. If you brought a shotgun or a baseball bat into a fucking basketball game or into a chess game and started whacking the chessboard, that's not fun for anybody. That's hedonistic and not fun. You need to have rules in a game for it to be fun. Imagine chess without rules. You're basically doing nothing. If there's no rules in a game, then it's not fun. If there's no rules in a classroom, then you can't learn anything, because nobody's going to be, it's going to be chaos. You need to have order. You need to implement order into things, but not too much order. If you implement too much order, then it's too restricted. You can't do anything. If it's too restricted, then it's not fun. But if it's too chaotic, then it's not fun. You must find a balance. You must balance it out and find a level balance in a game or in a classroom or in a working environment. And that's the utility of being stringent. And yeah, that's the definition of stringent.